Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to all who are new to the channel. My name is fransica brackin. Welcome. The Lord this morning gave me a pretty interesting message. I don't know who who the Lord is explaining this to, right? But he showed me it was something with my son, but he gave me this through. He said when a woman is menstruating, right? I know it's gonna like a kind of topic. When a woman is menstruating, he say, why do you think that at a young age, right? You'll see a child start to get her monthlies or whatever it is. He say, do you think that is because right now that child is ready for that baby? That is why they start menstruating. He said, no, that child is not ready right then for that baby, but it's rather that it is preparing that child for the next phase that they are about to walk into. It is a preparation for the birthing pain that they would be experiencing in coming into being who they are supposed to be on the next level of, becoming a mother, right? The potential that they have to become, the Lord is preparing them for that. If you can't carry the pain, the Lord say, if you cannot carry the pain of the menstrual, because that prepare you of, excuse me guys, that prepare you of what it will take for you to be able to push that child out. It will take some pain, and now the whole process of giving birth to that child, of the your legs being broadened for that child to come out, and all of that pushing aside, all of that opposition that comes there, is because of the preparation of that baby that is coming forward. You experience the pain of everything moving aside, of you becoming the new you, and the opposition that comes about to oppose the new you that you are becoming into. And that is what produced the pain that you are experiencing. And what happens now when you become, you get a young lady, you start to get your monthlies. What happens now is that is preparation for you becoming a mother, for you potentially getting a baby, and the process, the pain that it will take for you to bring that new life into the world, for you to bring that new life into the world. It will come with some pain for you to push that new life into the world. So the Lord prepare you for that. Some of you, are the Lord say he has started to prepare you for that new thing that you have been asking him for. Not, he says, some of you all have not been developed enough to be able to endure the pain that comes with the pushing of that thing. So he have to prepare you for all of the pain that will come about with you being, oh God, reaching where you're supposed to reach, being who he have called you to be. So he have to prepare you. This is why some of you all are experiencing some problems, because he's preparing you for it. You aren't fully, oh God, you aren't mature enough to carry that thing as yet, and he's preparing you for what it is he has in store for you. He also showed me, right? My son had his we were outside, and he had his hand, and wanted, oh, I'm gonna breastfeed you, mom, and he didn't have nothing there. And I said, Lord, where say he didn't even have nothing, and he wants to breastfeed me. And the Lord gave me a message through that relating to the same development stages. I don't know who the Lord is explaining this for, but he said, just like with a mom, and it's the same thing relating, just the same way he's how he speaks of the development. He say, just like with a young woman, her breast started to develop to be able to nurture some stuff, right? This is why she have breast is a nurturing thing, to be able to nurture that baby, right? He says the same way some of you all, it is being developed, but your mind is being developed like that breast is being developed to be able to nurture that thing, right? To be able to nurture that thing, to be able to, when you hear the terminology nurture, it gives you, if you hear nurture, it means nutrition, nurture, to nurture something, to give that thing the nutrients that is needed, right? The wisdom that is needed to be able, to be able to make it become what it is supposed to be, to grow up effectively. So some of you all, your mind has not been grown up enough to be able, excuse me, Israel, Thank you. Your mind has not been developed enough to be able to nurture that thing that the Lord has in store for you. It is now in the, when you see young ladies now getting those little tatas, it's now in those stages where you are now, your mind is now being grown enough. You're now getting the wisdom enough to be able to nurture that thing. And the Lord say some of you all has not been fully developed enough to be able to nurture the thing, to be able to give it the wisdom that is needed to be able to, get it to where it's supposed to be. So he's developing your mind to be able to he's putting all of that sense up in your head, giving you all the wisdom to be able now to nurture that thing, what he has, when he give you that new life, to be able to nurture it, to be able to make it successful. He's giving you all the wisdom now, so that when he gives you that new life, you'll be able to carry it out with success, to be able to develop it, to make it successful. So he's giving you in the kind of learning phase right now. He also showed me this. He showed me someone swimming in deep waters, but he said not having the lung capacity to be able to swim in those waters. He says some of you are little, your lung capacity haven't been able to develop enough to be able to deal up with all of the heavy waters that will come, all of the great difficulties that will arrive. You need to be able to have a kind of lungs that to be able to breathe that kind of, oh God, to endure that kind of difficulties, to be hard underneath heavy waters, to be underneath heavy problems and be able to survive and to be able to stay without, to be able to sacrifice that much. Oh God and my Redeemer. Excuse me, he's developing your lungs to be able to go through great hardship in order to be able to do it, because certain kind of levels that the Lord is gonna carry you. If you notice in space, when you go up in space, you have to carry that your own oxygen tank or whatever, because the oxygen and everything is different up there. There are certain kinds of place, the levels that the Lord is gonna carry you. You're gonna have to be able to develop the abilities to be able to, oh God and my Redeemer, to endure the difficulties that comes about with it. To be able to endure the difficulties as much as how you level up. However, there's gonna be some difficulties that if the Lord in develop a lung capacity to be able to, oh God, your mind, your strength. That is when I mean I say lung capacity, your strength, your mind, your head, to be able, your thick skin, to be able to deal with those kind of things that you're going to endure, because the levels that he's gonna carry some of you is gonna be so high. You're gonna have to be able to develop your lung capacity to be able to survive on those kind of levels. So he said he's developing your lung capacity, the thick skin, the abilities to be able now to withstand all of the difficulties that is going to come with the blessing. So do not rush the process. The Lord said it is for a reason. He's preparing you on all of what you are experiencing is because the blessings is coming, and he's preparing you for those things. So when you do reach the transitioning phase, or when you do reach that thing, it will not destroy you, saints of the Most High God. I hope you understand what the Spirit of the Lord just now explained, and I hope you were enlightened, right? Stay blessed, stay strong. The Lord does everything for a reason and a purpose, because he loves us and he wants the best for us. He do not want to bless us and have the blessing destroy us, right? He wants us to be able to carry that blessing, to deal with everything that comes along with it, right? Bye, saints of the Most High God.